Hello, I'm Dr. Melodie Sterrett, and welcome to my home. As a medical professional and a counselor, I've become well aware of the fact that medicine has discovered in recent years that the human being is not just body and psyche, but also spiritual. And that unless you heal all three parts of that human, you'll never get full and complete healing. The doctors can do surgeries and treatments, but if the spiritual side of that person is still filling that person with negative ideas, the body won't heal. In fact, there can even be deaths caused by this source. The counselors can produce coping mechanisms. They can help the person to understand their abuses or what has caused them. But when crisis comes, that person will always go back to a belief system that brings disaster to their lives. And this is frustrating to medical people because they are behind the learning curve. But the professionals that have studied the Word of God and have learned the teachings of God's mind, spirit, soul, and body, and how all of these parts work together, are way ahead. And that is exactly what a ministry is meant to do. When the person has a belief in their heads, they will respond according to that belief. But when a person has a belief in their soul, that will always determine how they react to a situation. And that's what drives us to success or disaster. Love and Grace Healing Centers have caught on to this very well, and they use a multitude of excellent professional resources that give them a well-rounded ministry and healing ability to work with young people and families with many backgrounds and many needs for healing. I think Jesus said it the best when he read Isaiah 61, and he said it was about him because Jesus is the only one that can actually get to our soul beliefs. Humans can't get to our soul beliefs, but when we bring Jesus into the mix, we can get to our soul beliefs. Jesus said this, that he brought good news to the afflicted, that he binds up the brokenhearted, that he proclaims liberty to the captives, those that are in addiction, that he produces freedom for the prisoners, those that need to get away from abuse and abusive patterns in their lives, that he gives the oil of gladness in place of grief and depression, that he gives a cloak or a mantle of praise for the fainting and hopeless, that he makes the weak strong as oak trees, that instead of our humiliation, he gives us a shout of joy. Love and Grace Healing Centers have followed this pattern of Jesus's way and Jesus's teaching. They have followed many professional trainers and teachers. Their resources are very balanced and very widespread in their effect. This is a proven center for healing and development of young people and families, and they, in my opinion, are well worth your financial investment.